Hi, thanks for having me over. Are you excited about moving to San Diego? Is it okay if I give myself a quick tour? Let's use the kitchen table so we can lay everything out. Now, let's talk about getting you to San Diego. First thing I like to do is to review your situation, talk about what's important to you about making this move. Is that okay? Now, I have three relevant questions for you. Are you ready? Number one, are you definitely ready to sell? Probably. Number two, will you price it where it'll sell? Or okay, just keeping it on the market for a long time. Number three, most importantly, do you want me to get it sold for you? The purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number one is for me to provide you with some very important information about what it's going to take to get your property sold for top dollar. And two is for us to decide today if the right thing for you is to partner with me in the sale of your home. Does that sound fair enough? And whether you decide to hire me or not, I hope it'll become clear to you through our meeting that my goal is to help you get what you want. If I can help you, I'll tell you today, because I'm not interested in just getting listing. I'm very interested in helping you get to San Diego by the end of the year, because that's what you want, right? Then we're on the same page. Now, there's really one key item for us to address today, and there's to determine the right price to sell on your home that'll cause it to sell, because obviously you don't want to put it on the market to have it not sell, right? And here's what I will do. As soon as you decide to hire me, I'm going to do everything it takes through my action plan to get your properties exposed to all of the qualified buyers out there. And that is the kind of exposure you want for your home, right? So the key today is for us to establish the right price that'll get those qualified buyers excited about your home. Does that make sense? In preparing for our meeting today, I did a thorough market study for your home, also called a comparative market analysis. Are you familiar with this? There are three main parts to a market study. First, are active listings. These are your competition, right? I call this a dreamland, because this is what people want to get for their house, but we don't know what they're actually going to sell for. Two are the expired listings. Do you know what these are? These are homes that didn't sell at all. They wanted to sell, but something went wrong. I call this never land. Can you see why? Because you never want to end up there, right? Third are the sold houses. This is reality, because it tells us what homes are actually going for in this market. Are you with me? In order for us to get your property sold for absolute top dollar, in which of these three categories do you want your house to end up in sold? The purpose of the market analysis is to determine the value of your home, first, as buyers will look at it, and second, as appraisers will look at it. I'm sure you can understand why that's important, right? First, appraisers, because that's who the lender will hire to determine the value of your home based on what comparable homes are actually selling for, which is what buyers are actually paying now. Second, to make sure we price your home in a way that'll make it attractive for buyers, because is the buyer only going to look at our home, or are they going to shop around, compare your home with others? Shop around, yes. As they look at houses, what do you think they're comparing? Yes, features. They're comparing features such as location, condition, and they're comparing price, right? So are you ready to take a look? Now, this home is most comparable to yours. Notice how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, how big is the garage, what year was it built? Have you seen this home? Your home has more value to this home, because now, based on what the market is telling us, what price do you feel will get buyers excited about choosing your home over our competition? After looking at your home and reviewing what the market is telling us, I suggest that we list your home for $5.5 million, and you can see why that's the right price, right? Because that'll get the best buyers in here, and to get it sold for absolute top dollar and get you to San Diego. Wouldn't that be exciting? Or do you have any questions about anything we've covered so far? Are you ready for the next step? The next sheet here gives us all the costs associated with the sale of your home and how much you're actually going to walk away with after the sale of your home. That is something you would like to know, right? These are all standard fees and expenses for your home. And based on a realistic price of $5.5 million and a closing date of November 30th, here are the estimated net proceeds to you at closing. Is this number you can live with? So we agree. So we'll get it on the market for $5.5 million, which we agree is the right price, right? So I'm ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready for the next step? Can I lay out for you what's going to happen next? First, we want to make sure your home shows at its best, right? Next, we will be preparing the marketing for your home and launch my pre-marketing campaign immediately. And next, we will launch our exclusive 10-day marketing campaign. Sound exciting? Your property will be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to every licensed realtor and their buyers through the multiple listing service. Plus, I will have it syndicated through 12,000 real estate websites, including all the most popular ones online. Of course, you can understand why this kind of internet exposure is for you, right? Because you don't want me to get you the right exposure that'll get the best buyers in here, right? And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we'll be getting lots of traffic, and with that traffic, we'll be receiving offers, and I'll be negotiating all offers we get to get your property sold for absolute top dollar and get you to San Diego by the end of the year. Now, wouldn't that be it's exciting? Are you ready for that? Are you ready to start packing? Okay, great. So any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen? Excellent. I'll have your initial right here on the CMA and the next sheet, and we'll get to work. Congratulations.